New tonight, hours after our special assignment team reported on a Virginia home contractor accused of taking money from 6 families. He was arrested by Fairfax County Police.
Yeah, and now tonight, an update to that explosive investigation. So since our reporting, more alleged victims have come forward and another person of interest has been named in a lawsuit.
Here's Larry Miller with another installment in his series, Calling Out the Contractor.
Feel like I've been kicked up the rear, knee in the gut, and slapped in the face. Finished basement, family room, 2 bedrooms, one. No one should hurt like this. 3 bedrooms upstairs, living room, dining room, kitchen.
You're ready to get in your house. Yeah.
I wouldn't expect this. He's brought me down. He's really taken a lot out of me.
The he, 68-year-old Arvell West, is referring to is this man, Richard Craig Tadlock with TNS Home Builders. This is his mugshot, taken in October after he turned himself into Fairfax County Police. They paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Tadlock was arrested hours after our initial report exposed serious allegations about him and TNS Home Builders. Multiple customers told us Tadlock took hundreds of thousands of dollars and failed to build and complete houses he was contracted to construct. Charging documents show Tadlock is facing 6 felony counts, which include 1 count for obtaining money by false pretense and 5 for advance pay and larceny for failure to perform construction.
Let me tell you something.
Earlier this year, Tadlock told me by phone the allegations against him were not true.
These people are lying and conniving people.
Are you saying that about everyone that's come forward?
I'm telling you, there's some in the bunch. These same homeowners that are complaining to you were absentee.
He came into my home. He sat at my kitchen table, not knowing that I was going to be another victim.
Documents show Arvell West hired TNS Home Builders in October of 2021 to construct a 3-bedroom house in Locust Grove, Virginia. The contract said it would take an estimated 20 weeks. That meant she would be able to move in sometime in 2022. But as we approach the end of 2023, the house is still not done. And to add insult to injury, the building permit expired in October, and the delay has resulted in other costly problems.
Have you received any violations for the status of your house at this point?
Hold on, I'm glad you said that.
Her future home is located within a gated community called Lake of the Woods, which has clear regulations regarding the building of houses within its community. Documents we reviewed show projects must be completed 6 months from the start of construction.
How many violations have you received?
I would say maybe 4. This right here overlapping.
She told Tadlock that she received a couple of hundreds of dollars in fines because the project had not been completed within 6 months.
I immediately forwarded that to him, and I ran a copy off also to take to him. And then when I turned that page and I started pounding on that damn table, showing him dollar values that I'm going to be responsible for if you do not get your crap together.
Frustrated, she ended up firing Tadlock and TNS Home Builders and is in the process of hiring another builder to finish the work.
It's the biggest scam in Fairfax County. The whole Fairfax County should know their names.
And then there's also Alex Vong. Vong signed a contract with TNS Home Builders in March of last year to have the house constructed on this lot. His point of contact and the person he says was overseeing the project was Richard Craig Tadlock. The project first required the demolition of the existing home you see here, but as weeks turned into months, Vong says no substantial work took place on the property. The house that should have been demolished remains standing.
Nothing has been done. The deposit is gone. I've spent almost $300,000 gone. I've been called Fairfax County. I called people in civil engineer. They say there's no permits put on this house. So all that stuff he's talking about is all lies. It's just straight lies to your face. You know, we never had that experience before. So, yeah, this is where we are.
Alex Vaughn sent this letter to Richard Craig Tadlock and TNS Home Builders requesting $250,000 be returned for failure to perform the work outlined in their contract. But there's a twist to this story. Alex Vaughn and Arvell West are connected in a pretty unusual way. The home purchased by Alex Vaughn in Fairfax County was actually owned by Arvell West. She sold it to him so that she could build a new house in Locust Grove close to her son. But now the two tell me they are caught in a web of deception and delays, out thousands of dollars, and still do not have finished homes to show for their investments.
And how could somebody do that to another person, taking their money, their life saving, and don't care?
We reached out to Richard Craig Tadlock for his response to the allegations, but our calls were not returned. We also stopped by an address court documents show is connected to Tadlock, who is now out on bond. But no one answered. And there's more. Tadlock isn't the only person under the microscope.
I think it's unfortunate to say that our trust has been degraded by the experience, but that is the reality.
James and Jenna Farrell, along with 6 other families, tell us that J.B. Benson, a real estate agent with Long & Foster, worked in partnership with Tadlock in the real estate transaction and sale of the property. This lawsuit, filed in October by the Farrells in the Circuit Court of Fairfax County, accuses J.B. Benson and Long & Foster of false advertisement and fraud in the sale of and construction of their Springfield house. The couple say that J.B. Benson bears some of the responsibility and claim in the suit that he was aware of Craig Tadlock's prior adverse history, that he held no Class A license, and that he had recently defrauded other potential customers of hundreds of thousands of dollars as part of the prior fraudulent building schemes. The Farrells are seeking compensatory damages of nearly $400,000. In a brief response, attorneys representing J.B. Benson and Long & Foster said the Farrells have not provided facts to support their claims, which include fraud and false advertisement, and have asked the court to dismiss the case with prejudice.
I thought I was dealing with a reputable company. Craig would never have entered my life if it wasn't for J.B. Benson.
In a statement, Long & Foster said it was unable to comment on specific issues in which there is pending or active litigation.
Oh boy.
In the meantime, Miss West is hoping a new contractor will finally finish constructing her forever home.
This tree he cut down,
As for Alex Vaughn, he's lost more than a place to call home.
I'm paying equity loan while he walks away with my money.
Larry Miller, WUSA 9.